Hey, this is John Martinez with Midwest Revenue Group, and I've been helping organizations, businesses, entrepreneurs build sales teams and scale up sales teams. One of the many reasons that clients come to us is because they want to increase sales, and what they've tried is just really increasing marketing and lead generation to get more sales, but for some crazy reason that doesn't work out. What you really need to look at as a business owner is, where does the sales problem lie? Is it a marketing issue? Is it just that there's not enough leads or not enough qualified leads? Or is it that we're not doing the right things with those leads? Are we not working them the right way? Let me tell you what actually happens if you misidentify what's broken in your system. If you think you have a lead issue and you really have a process issue or whatever it is that your salespeople are doing with the leads, but then you just start pumping all kinds of money into marketing, what's going to happen is this. You're going to get a lot of leads. They're probably going to be some pretty good leads, and you're giving them to your salespeople, and they'll be happy because, sales teams are usually telling you constantly, we need more leads, we need better leads, especially if you're on them about sales. And you're going to start shoveling all these leads to your salespeople, and you're going to think to yourself, I'm on top of the world, things are going to change overnight. Your sales team's going to be really happy at first too. But I want you to now put yourself in your sales team's shoes. What happens to them when you just start piling all these leads on? Number one, let's look at it from the salesperson's perspective. Salesperson's working their job, working leads. Now, all of a sudden, they get this huge influx of leads, a huge influx of potential clients. Well, now this salesperson, they only have so much time in the day, so they have to make a decision. The decision is, which of these leads am I gonna work? This leads to cherry picking. And no one can tell the future, so when you're trying to guess which leads are gonna turn into sales, oftentimes you're gonna be wrong. Or else, if that did work, we would only look at the leads and say, this one's a sale, let's go work it. But we all know that's not the way it works. We actually have to work the leads, have the conversations, go through the sales process, and let all the deals shake out at the end. Now, let's say your salesperson isn't cherry picking. Let's say this salesperson just says to themselves, you know what, I'm gonna work every one of these leads. Well, one of two things is gonna happen. Either they're gonna work themselves to death, they're gonna go from 8 hours a day to 12 or 16 hours a day. That's not gonna lead to anything good. It's gonna lead to burnout, and they're just gonna quit or stop altogether. Or they're gonna work every lead in the time that they have already, and that means instead of going through any sales process or having the right conversations or doing the right follow-up, it's just gonna be a quick touch to each lead, because hey, now instead of an hour per lead or a day per lead or whatever it is, they only have time for just a quick touch. Hey, this is John, do you want to buy my stuff, right? So that obviously is not going to be effective either. So, I've been in that boat before, and I can tell you from personal experience, nothing hurts more when you get yourself super psyched up about spending a whole bunch of money thinking that everything's going to change. You literally think to yourself, like, this is it. This is the thing that I'm going to do that's going to change it all. And you're happy to spend all that money because everything's going to change. And then reality just comes crashing down, and you spend all this money expecting a return, but not only do you not get a return, but you get worse results than before you had spent all that money. And when that happens, you feel completely defeated, you feel deflated, you feel frustrated, and you get to a point where you just don't know where to turn or what to do next, and you just feel stuck. So hey, this reminds me of one of the first sales teams I've ever actually managed, and it was in insurance. And in the insurance world, agents live and die by the leads that they're provided. They switch from company to company to company every year, just looking for the best leads. So more leads is really all they talk about. I would run the same leads they did. Beyond managing, I had a quota I had to hit as well, a personal production quota. So I ran the same leads, and I crushed quota. So, deep down inside, I knew this isn't a lead issue. They're just not doing the right things with them. So here's what I did, and we had tons of leads. We produced a lot of leads, both online and through telemarketing. A lot of them were 2, 3, 4 years old. What I started to do is I took these old leads that were marked dead, right? These are no good leads. These are old leads. I took these old leads. I distributed those leads to the agents. I said, hey, these are hot leads. These are warm leads. Go work them. And as long as you do this one simple thing for me, you can have as many leads as you want. And I said, what I want you to do is just follow this simple process. I want you to go through our booklet. I want you to ask these questions, and I want you to ask for the deal. Now, that's by no means a sophisticated sales process, but I knew it was a few things that when you did them on a regular basis consistently, sales would shake out at the end. So I just wanted them to do those 3 things. So the salespeople did it. The insurance agents did it. And they would come back and they said, you know, I did this, and I did this. And what we started to see is slowly but surely, conversion rates just started to tick up. The moral of this story, the big takeaway here is it's either a marketing issue or it's a sales process issue. And if you get it wrong, you can waste a lot of time and money. So don't throw money at either one until you figure out which one it is. I want you to stop focusing so much on end result, on what's revenue this week, this month, this quarter, you know, depending on what kind of business you run and how long the sales cycle is. And I want you to start focusing on what is actually happening with the leads that you're producing. And I want you to focus on that process only. I know this is hard to do because if you are a business owner or a CEO or someone in a leadership position, we're all really results focused. But I want you to turn that off for a moment because some really cool things will start to happen if you do this. Even if you don't have the best sales process right now, just focus on following that process, whatever your process is. Companies don't have a marketing issue, companies have a conversion issue. So hey, if you like this video, as much as I really enjoyed making it for you, I hope you share it with someone who you think might get something out of it. If there's anyone else you know, another business owner or sales leader who is looking to up their game a little bit, please go ahead and share this video with them. And I hope you have a great day.